Yes, Reds, we are back. Another day. Seems like another signing. The Reds are going to win it all. May as well just finish the show here. But yeah, we are back. Adam, in the wagon again. How are we, lads?
Back in the wagon, lads. In Warwick today. If anyone's from Warwick, what's happening? But yeah, and I got a beer as well, lads. Got a beer today.
Yeah, get us a sponsor on the beers, lads. We'll all have a pint. Rick, as always, working hard. How are you? No aeroplanes today?
No, they've called it off today. Apparently, Isak ain't ready to fly over yet, so we're waiting on the go-ahead.
Well, look, Reds, if you haven't already, there's a fair few of you in the chat already. Smash the like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, let us know. Let's dive into it. Adam, obviously, breaking news. Liverpool have agreed a fee, not a D. Fucking hell.
Aye.
Fucking hell. 69 million baseline fee, 10 million add-ons. Obviously, shout out to Liam as well. What's your take on that? I think the optics of the deal look quite good. I think it's a good deal for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think it's a good deal. It's going rate, isn't it, for these strikers these days? I heard about the add-ons that they've got it's guaranteed, isn't it, performance-wise on Liverpool and Ekitike. So we've obviously got to get them, hasn't he? So 69 million, yeah, mate. Standard for the Reds, isn't it?
Poor fucking John's locked up somewhere in the basement. Using Edwards. They're on a heavy bender and they're just swiping the card through every club. But Rick, do you know what? I keep seeing this debate on opposition fans going, you know, blah, 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 the fees. Why is it a different fee for every other club, etc., etc. But ultimately speaking, Rick, you can only go off the baseline fee first and foremost. If Liverpool do well, they'll pay the add-ons, but then it's not an issue, is it? Liverpool will have done well.
No, I mean, it would help if every other fan base had a few brain cells between them. You don't count the add-on fees till they're met. What's the point? Because Darwin Núñez is supposed to have cost 85 million. He never did it. He didn't reach all the add-ons. So 69 million is guaranteed money. The rest is if Liverpool win trophies, Ekitike gets player accolades, like, I don't know, there might be a Ballon d'Or clause in there for all we know. Goals, assists, trophies for him as well. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I think it's a decent signing. It still leaves a bit of money for other players if things are to be reported. So yeah, you can't complain, can you?
He's already gone there, Ben.
I just fucking give up with him. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, look, Adam, the player. You know, what's your thoughts on the player? Because we'll obviously go into the next discussion shortly. There is a particular name in which we will get to. I know he's kind of alluding to it already. It only took 3 minutes. But with regards to Ekitike, mate, how do you think he's going to do? Because we've looked at some of the stats together. We've shared them in our group chats, you know, what he's going up against other strikers in the Bundesliga, etc. He looks serious talent, Adam, doesn't he?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm happy with the signing. I watched him a few times last year, and he's got better link-up play than Núñez, and that is the main thing. I know we mostly say this quite a lot, actually, but that is what he wants to play. Arne Slot wants a striker to be involved and get into the box between the goalpost and score, and that's what he looks like. He runs with the ball as well, which I'm happy with as well. He's got good feet and in close areas as well. We're going to have a lot of teams deep in their box, I think, this season, and that's where I reckon he'll flourish, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's one thing's for sure is, mate, he seems like a player that's very hard to get the ball off. Massive lad, isn't he? Rick, we had a good chat about him yesterday with Mark. And Mark made some good points. He moves like Trezeguet a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got that build, isn't he? He's quite tall. And and he can dribble with the ball. He's quick. We've seen videos of him go through clean on goal, and he gets away from the defender. We've seen him dribble around 3 or 4 players. Someone in the chat yesterday said he's got no pace and can't dribble. So I want to know what videos they were watching. But he looks a very raw talent. Like we keep saying, he ain't got to hit the ground running straight away because he's got players around him that will score goals anyway. So I'm excited to see him play. Obviously, I think Romano said he was going to turn up today, but apparently it's been delayed. He's turning up tomorrow due to some paperwork. Still need to be filled out and signed. But yeah, it looks like this one's over the line, and I assume Edwards and Hughes have now moved on from this. Let the other people just finish this deal off. The staff they've got working under them, and now cracking on the next target, whether that be a centre back, whether it be Isak, whether it be Rodrigo, whether it'll be anyone else, Gordon, who knows? But it's going to be interesting to see if we go for a centre back next. It's quite telling who the attacking option will be.
Yeah, well, do you know what? Before we go into other names, Adam, shout out to everyone in the chat. Matt, how are we, fella? Hope you're good. Connor's got a question for us. I'll go on to that in a minute, Connor. But look, there's 27 in the chat already. Smash the like and subscribe. We will be going through questions at the end again, so don't forget to get them in for the lads. Adam, with regards to Ekitike, we spoke yesterday. He doesn't have to hit the ground running because there's so much attacking talent in the side. Obviously, you know, with the other names been linked, which we're going to go into in a minute, his natural position is a number 9, isn't it? Let's be real about it. I know people keep saying about going out wide and stuff. You're just shoehorning a player in then, aren't you? And you're forgetting, you know, people then sleeping on Cody Gakpo.
Yeah. Well, he can play out on the left, but he's not, is he? He's not a left winger. It's like when people start to say Nunes was a left winger at one point.
Yeah, fucking hell.
You're just trying to get him on the pitch if you're just doing that, I think. You got to play him in his right position to get the best out of him.
Yeah.
I think it's different, isn't it, with a striker coming, I think, with excitement. It's like, because you can't wait for that first game to see what he's like, and you love a striker, don't you, to score the first goal as well. So I'm actually quite excited to see like how he starts, especially in the pre-season, because they want to see some link-up play, don't they, with Wirtz, and we want to see how solid it is with him.
We've just been talking off air about the link-up play with Wirtz, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like the Rio goal especially.
That's it, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm just going to talk. I've had this chat with Rick last night, so we won't mind me just, you know, following on from what you've just said there, putting it back to you. But, you know, with regards to Ekitike, you know, I think the club he's been bought off data, Adam, hasn't he? Unlike the Darwin Nunes, we've seen people compare them saying he's shit. I've seen people saying Ekitike's going to be shit, but he's obviously not, is he?
No, you can't say that, can you? Can't say that. You are just going off Nunes if you're saying that. And like you say, it's
but different. They are, though, aren't they? A lot of people are comparing them.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing in this article.
The signing is the same as Nunes. I get that point of he is a bit unknown and signing from a different league. So if you're saying that's the same signing as Nunes in that way, then I can totally get it. But he's not the same player. He's not the same player.
From totally different.
Different. He's really different. So yeah, that's what I think of it, mate. Yeah.
Rick, I'm going to put this question to you because obviously it is directed to you from Connor. Shout out, lads. Do you feel we have a genuine possibility of signing Isak as well as Ekitike, or do you think we will look at more of a winger?
I think we sign Isak. I think once Diaz goes, they're going to look for another number 9. It ain't going to be a winger. So I was just reading that, but yeah, no, that one there, 100% that. But I think I still stick by we're signing Isak this summer. There's a reason why it ain't been closed down by any of the journalists. It ain't been closed down by none of the local ones. The only ones trying to sort of shut it down a little bit, but getting beat up by Indy Callier on Twitter, some of them, the Newcastle journalists, imagine that. But even they can't properly close it down. They contradict themselves in the same tweet, saying he's not for sale, but then if they get 150 mil, he's for sale. And then it come out last night in the whole Saudi thing that they're willing to sell him for 130 million euro. So make your mind up. He's not for sale. If he wasn't for sale, he would have played Saturday for Newcastle. Eddie Howe would have shut that shit down straight away. He couldn't. He contradicted himself as well in the interview, Eddie Howe. So
inexperience came out. We said that yesterday, didn't we?
But I think we get him this summer.
I do agree that he looks like he's up for sale. I don't agree now that we're going to get him because of the Ekitike thing. I can't see us having a backup Ekitike. I can't see it. But I do agree he may be up for sale now, but I think it's for Saudi. I think he's going to Saudi. They're going to get 150 million, and then we're going to be like, "Oh, we waited for you, but you were too late."
Well, look, there's 31 in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do agree with this, though. I think Isak is the exact too good to turn down. Now, I can get that thing, can't I? I think, obviously, look, my take on it is that, look, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I've been like you, Adam. I just can't see two number 9s coming in unless they try and manoeuvre them around the front line, which has happened previously. You know, Liverpool, you said before, people were saying fucking Darwin out wide. Unless Slot's willing to change it, the way Liverpool attack the game, then maybe we get that. I think with Newcastle, I think the best thing that Liverpool are personally doing is they're cracking on with what they've got going on with Ekitike. Tomorrow's is medical, which has been reported. And I think the fact that, do you know what I think is unfortunate, which is why Liverpool are probably keeping the name out there. This is, me and Ross were actually talking earlier. Liverpool can't afford them to go to another Premier League team. And if you remember on previous pods, I said, I can imagine Liverpool are monitoring what Arsenal have done. And as it currently stands, it's all looked like for weeks that Arsenal were going to be the ones to take the first striker off the market. It's now looking like Liverpool are one of the first few. Do you know what I mean? So Liverpool have got to be careful about how the optics look, because that could give Arsenal a bit of a wind in the sails as to go, should we test the water out there with Isak? And then can you imagine the fucking fan base? Our fan base would start losing the shit. But I just think the best thing that the club are doing, the pressing forwards on Ekitike, I think if the door, I think Liverpool will leave the back door open for them. If something drastically changes, you never know. It could be Newcastle coming to Liverpool saying, right, we'll shut down with you. And if that's the case, then Liverpool, I can see them then doing it. But as it stands, he's currently still not for sale. Now, you've just said there, Adam, sounds like he's for sale. But Liverpool have really got to have some assurances that he is, because they're not just going to go back to him for nothing again, are they?
I think, Rick, what you said before was quite interesting about the two. If you want to speak about that, like, I think it was quite interesting what you said.
What's that?
About next season, about going two up.
Mate, listen, I think we could go 2 up top next season and change it around a little bit. You've got options to play a diamond formation. You put Wirtz a little bit deeper in the 8 sort of role, and you put Salah behind Isak and Ekitike. That could work. You could even play Salah and Wirtz behind. It all depends how we want to play. Like, you've seen that in formations in last season where we dropped Gravenberch a little bit deeper into a 3 with Konate and Van Dijk. Like, there's so many different things we can try next season. So it wouldn't surprise me if we did go 2 up top.
You'd have to come up with something if you get the 2 of them.
Yeah.
You'd have to get both of them in the side somehow. If this is a possibility, like...
Like, you could play narrow. Instead of playing 2 wide wingers, you can play the 2... Ekitike as a left centre-forward. Isak down the middle as a centre-forward. Salah as a right centre-forward. And then you just use Frimpong and Wirtz as the 2 wide men who are down the wing. And like I said, Gravenberch will just fall back deeper into a 3 with Konate and Van Dijk and stuff like that. I just think maybe this season, Slot just wants to, listen, we'll just batter teams. Like, it don't matter who's at the back. We'll just score more goals than you. Like, with the players that we've got there, the quality. And like Andy keeps saying, you can put Sean Dundee up front. If you've got Wirtz behind him. Do you mean Wirtz is going to have a field day? I mean, can you imagine, like, even if you did go the narrow 3 of Ekitike, Isak and Salah, you've got Wirtz feeding the ball through to these 3.
There's a lot of options, isn't there? And I think teams are going to find it really difficult. But what, a question then for you then, Rick. Let's follow on. Look, there's 35 in the chat. Smash the like and subscribe. It helps the channel. And as I say, it's free. And if, subscribe and you can see us chatting shit again. Rick, why do you think that Saudi thing came out yesterday? What do you genuinely believe is going on in the background?
I think that's to put pressure on Liverpool. If I'm being honest, from the agent and Isak a little bit. I don't think Isak wants to come out straight off the bat and go, listen, I want to leave, done. Like, tell Newcastle straight away. I think this Saudi talk is to get Liverpool in a little bit of emotion where, hold on, could he go Saudi? And that's why that price come out, 130 million euro? So we now know what the price is to the Saudis. So Liverpool can be like, listen, here's 130, we'll give you up to 140 in add-ons. Let's just get it done. He wants to leave. Like there's no way he now can go back to Newcastle like nothing's happened. His head's gone.
Yeah.
You don't send someone home on tour if he's head's gone. Yeah.
His inexperience has come out there, Rick, hasn't it?
Or if you have sent him home, don't tell the fucking press in the press conference.
Yeah.
Like, no one knew you got sent home until you opened your mouth. Like, I just find him, like you said, inexperienced with dealing with top level players, being Isak with Eddie Howe. And I think now Newcastle have now realised they're fucked here because now the world can see that he wants out. And the longer it goes on, and it won't surprise me, Isak seeing Liverpool go for Ekitike near enough to get this deal done. I think, fuck, what am I going to do? Because, like Jack's put in the chat, if you don't sign for Liverpool this summer, he goes PSG next year.
Yeah. There's a chance there. There is a chance, isn't it? Because, they don't have a natural number 9, do they? PSG. Could be an option. It's a good comment, that. But Adam, what was your, when you first seen it? Because I've seen you pop back in our group chat going, what is going on here?
I know. Every time I get hold of my phone, something new's happening. Something new. And I just, what the fuck is happening?
I think it's clear as day, Adam, that his head's turned big time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is that, isn't it? It's because 1 minute I'm like Rick, I'm thinking, what is going on? Like, there must be something happening with Liverpool. But then the other side of me's like, are we going to do that though? Are we turning to that Galactico side and we're going to just sign load of players up front? And I don't think we are, but it looks like. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I couldn't work out the Saudi thing. I don't know whether it was the agents also unnerving Newcastle.
But we know what his agent's like.
Well, yeah, he doesn't give a shit, does he? Does not give a shit. But obviously, I think the fact is that I don't think he's kicked up enough fuss if he wants to make the move now, though, Rick, do you?
No, I don't think he has yet.
Is it coming?
Yet being the key word.
Yeah, I don't think he has yet because if we sell Diaz, I think that's when you'll start to, and he'll start to panic then. Because if the name Rodrigo is getting banded about, I'm seeing people in the chat saying Isak and Rodrigo are both not happening. It's one or the other. I think Liverpool would prefer Isak, but I just think if we sold Diaz and then we started looking at left wingers, the names like Rodrigo, Gordon, if you like, I think then Isak will start to panic a little bit more, thinking this could be the last opportunity I've got to go in Liverpool because they've got one more position available. I need to do something now if Newcastle are still not willing to negotiate. Like all he has to do is just go to Newcastle and be like, listen, can you have a conversation with Liverpool? That's all they need to do.
Yeah, it's
if Liverpool get positive signs, they're gonna bid for them.
Yeah, well, this is it. They're not going to bid without any encouragement or something there.
No nothing's happening.
Yeah, but that's the true fact, isn't it? I think people now should know, if they don't already, Liverpool will not bid on a player if they don't think they've got half a chance of getting him. Do you know what I mean?
Edwards, anyway. Not that Jorg fella who bid for Caicedo and just fucking tried to blag it.
Yeah, there was no planning, was there, probably, for that one? He looks like a player that would have been fucking phenomenal for Liverpool. Let's make no mistake about it.
Yeah.
But with regards to how Liverpool are going to do it, look, if it came up before, you've got to remember, someone just put a comment here, Shab, shout out to Shab, where Jacob said we possibly have to sell. But this is true, though. Yeah. Liverpool can't just have all these wingers, especially 2 100% going to go, aren't they? I think people can understand that Luis Diaz will eventually get his move. Liverpool are just waiting for the right fee, which could be what Newcastle are doing, But Liverpool are only going to bid if there is serious encouragement that they are going to sell. Up to now, it probably doesn't look likely until the player fucking kicks up more of a stink. But with regards to Darwin Núñez, I think it's just about waiting for the right price for him as well. I personally wouldn't be giving him away cheap. Adam, we spoke about this before. I don't know if you'd seen the chat before that we were having, Rick. With regards to Núñez, we can't be giving him away for less than 40 million, 45 million, which people are saying. And I know people don't rate him. But fuck me. He's done a lot more than some of the strikers that have gone around recently for high prices, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
You're live.
The silence.
Fucking froze.
I'm trying to figure out what to say about Núñez, to be fair, because fucking hell, is there any teams left for him by the Saudis? Because Napoli have now moved on to Luca something, where his name is.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid have got Alvarez, so they don't need him. The Italians can't afford him because what we want.
I think they can afford him. They just don't like to fucking pay, do they?
Yeah. Like, if you're into Milan, you're looking at that and thinking he's Martinez's replacement long term, because Martinez is 30 now. Juve needs to get rid of Vlahovic first before Núñez comes in. But yeah, I just can't see where he goes. And listen, he was flirting with the Saudi money in January. He was flirting with the Saudi money in that interview with Luis Diaz. So just flirt with it even more and take it this time. But I do think Liverpool, I'm seeing people saying, Liverpool are outpricing their sales. They're not, because they're watching shit around the Premier League go for bundles of money.
Right. Yeah.
And they want a bit of that, because if Langer's going for 55 million, come on, Luis Diaz is worth more than 55 million. The best winger, he was the best left winger in the Prem last season.
He was. That's a fact.
Yeah. Madueke as well. Madueke, 52 million. Well.
It is true. I can understand why Liverpool are jumping at some of these. People are getting impatient in our fan base. I'm seeing people just saying, just fucking sell them dead quick. But here's a question for you, Adam. If Tottenham generally go for Wharton, does it force us to move like with Diaz when we bought him?
I would like Wharton, but we had a conversation, didn't we, in the WhatsApp group? I think we can most probably all agree that we think maybe Neoni's the future for next season, that he's going to get games for next season. So do you count on him for next season instead of spending maybe 80, 100 million on Wharton? I most probably would go with that and wait for Trey Neoni to actually become a player, but he looks a player.
And also Wharton needs another year developing as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think the fact that, see, someone's saying Neoni is far too young, but remember he's 18. Next year he'll be 19.
Yeah, 18 now.
People can't mention age when it comes to footballers, because there's some of the best kids in the fucking Premier League who are young. Arsenal have got that kid that's coming through who's been training with the first team since he was 14.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Is it Dowman?
Yeah, Max Dowman, yeah. That's what I mean. He's going to be around there, first team now. And people are going on about Rio and obviously Trey being involved. So look, if you're good enough in football, you're old enough, aren't you? That's a fact. Look, 48 in the chat. Make sure you smash the like. Jack saying, if we don't sign Isak, I think we keep him and play him into a move in January / next summer. PSG, Barca, Bayern, Atletico, and the Italians all need strikers. What do you think is more suited then, Rick? If you're being honest, I know you're fucking obsessed with this Isak talk. A lot of people are. I'd love to see him at the club. We know the player he is.
Yeah.
If Diaz goes, do you think getting Isak's more beneficial to Liverpool or getting a natural wide man?
Getting Isak's more beneficial. I think he's the best striker in world football.
Why?
Best striker in world football. If you can get him, it's a no-brainer. If Liverpool want to dominate for the next couple of years, you need the best striker in the world. Like, listen, Haaland's Haaland's the best finisher in world football by a country mile. Isak is the best all-round striker in world football. Like, the stuff he can do, like, we've seen him drop deep for Newcastle. Obviously, he won't need to do that in Liverpool's team because of the players we've got. But I just think if you can get Isak, he'll dominate. Like, if we have serious ambitions of wanting to dominate England and dominate Europe for the next couple of years with the players we've got, Like, listen, Van Dijk said it's going to be a special window at the start of summer, and if we can get in players, like, we've got 2 years left of these two legends. Like, you want to go win as much as you can while you can with these two before they go. So yeah, as much as Rodrigo on the left wing is a very, very good option. If Diaz goes, you just got to get the world's best striker for me.
No, I do get it.
Can't add much to that really. Of the fact of it's a massive statement, like we've always said, haven't we? We get Isak, the whole of England, whole of Europe looks at us thinking they're the fucking real deal.
Serious, yeah. Because ultimately speaking, you don't have to start Ekitike every week, do you? If you had the pair of them, Gakpo's still at the club. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. It will be interesting to see what happens. What do you think of this comment then, Adam? Nico Williams was supposed to be our Diaz replacement.
Was he?
Would you have considered him in the list?
I actually I think I said to you, didn't I, Ben, a few weeks ago, and you don't rate him, do you?
I'm not a big fan of him.
I reckon he's a decent player there, and he's good at the one-on-ones and stuff, but his output isn't what we want really, is it? Mm-hmm. And the fact he's on 200 grand a week is not the fucking best as well.
He wanted a lot more than that, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I think he signed a new contract anyway, hasn't he? And I think his minimum lease clause will be well over 100 million now.
Oh, so, not absolutely
there's not many left wingers out there, is there? We've been having this conversation. There's just none out there. There's Rodrigo, who's again, it's still question marks of if we're going to get him. There's Gordon. There's Fofana. People just said there, but he could be just a bit too young. I mentioned Barcola in the WhatsApp group, and again, like, he is quite raw. And if I've even got a chance of getting him, it's hard to replace Diaz. I think it's going to be hard.
People only realise how good a player is until they're not around at the club. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them. I think Luis Diaz has been I put a tweet out. Some people went against it. I said I think he's been a boss player for Liverpool at times, Luis Diaz. I think at times last season he done Liverpool a big favour, didn't he? Slotting in down the middle, and he still got decent enough numbers. On his day,
I thought he had his best season last season.
Oh yeah, he did. And on his day, he's a top player for us, Luis Diaz. When in some of the City games, you remember him in the home game last year. It's probably the year before last. The one when McAllister got kicked in the chest. Yeah. See how he absolutely rinsed Kyle Walker and Rodri down that side, and that's what he's got. He's got little moments of fucking serious quality. Do you know what I mean? Problem
with Diaz, is when you got at the home games and we do go like a 1-0 down, it's always Diaz, and he picks up the ball on the halfway and he'll run with it, and all the crowd gets up for it. And that's
because he doesn't give up.
That's how we need to replace him, in the fact of we need that work rate from someone. That's it.
Yeah, someone say, remember what he did when he rinsed him? No, but he can't fucking stop fucking Kyle Walker being in the way, can he? Ultimately, he's got that quality about him, hasn't he? I know what you're saying, but this goes back to
that was the first time part of the as well.
Well, as Owen, I'm guessing, isn't it? That's your name, lad. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Inconsistency is his problem. 19 goals without a game. But this is the thing. That was the one thing about Salah and Mane. They never really had off periods, and when they did, the other one just stepped up massively, didn't he? Yeah. And the problem that Diaz has had is, Sadio Mane was a hard player to fucking replace, wasn't he? Rick, out of the wingers, for instance, I know who you want, fucking Isak across all fucking three positions. I mean, if you could pick a winger, who would be the right fit?
Oh, Rodrigo. I mean, I'm seeing people downplay Rodrigo as some sort of world-class player. Didn't Mark put it in the chat that he got, what is it, 25 or 30 goal involvements in 45 games for Real Madrid in Europe. Special talent, Rodrigo. Can play left wing. Well, he wants to play left wing, didn't he? That's the talk of the town. But I think we could potentially, if we didn't get Isak, Rodrigo on the left-hand side, but he'd be there for cover for Salah during that month he's away for AFCON in Jan. Because let's not make no mistake. If we sell Nunes and Diaz, and Salah goes to AFCON, you've got Gakpo, Ekitike, and who else? Rio. So we'll have 3 available front line. So we do need to be careful what we do in the front line, because Chiesa is going, because there's no way he's not going if he weren't taken on that tour. He seems to be out the door. But yeah, Rodrigo, I think is very, very good. I don't get why he's not starting for Real Madrid. He's levels above that Arda Güler kid, who ain't even a winger. If you want to play like that, he's a cam. He's verts his position, Arda Güler at Real Madrid. So I don't get what they're doing with him there. Massively disrespected because you've got the likes of Vinny Jr., who seems to be, can't put a foot wrong, but for me, he's very overrated, Vinny, in certain aspects of the game. So yeah, listen, if Real Madrid don't want him, just give him to us, lads. Like, we'll take him. Like, I'm seeing people saying it's a step down. Maybe it is a step down from Real Madrid to Liverpool in terms of how big the club is on a global base. But we're the biggest club in England, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Sharp saying, Rodgers, who the fuck's Backway?
It's got to be Barcola in it, I think.
Fuck me. Yeah. My rogue shoulders lay out. Taking this one, Adam.
No, we're not a fan, are we, really, of Leo? Rodgers is he's just Soboslai, hasn't he? I just think he's Soboslai, mate. I just think he doesn't know what position he is.
He falls in that category with Eze and shit like that, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. I just don't think we're after players like that. We want players who are, like we said before, in small areas when we've got the ball at low block teams. I seen someone before actually for Semenyo. I like Semenyo. I think he's got a load of pace, but I reckon Justin Clavert's actually a really good player in the fact of
he's older though now, isn't he?
He's 26, but he had a really good season last year, and the fact of when I was saying there of little small areas, I wouldn't mind someone like that, especially if we're trying to. Yeah, you can play across the 4, across the left, 10, up front, right. If we went down that route, I wouldn't mind like a Justin Kluivert. Mate, Semenyo's not a bad player, mate. I actually agree, Jack.
There's some good clips of him training in over the summer. He's got a crack in left foot, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But look, I think Rodrigo probably is the better fit. I like the Anthony Gordon one, but he's probably got the IC, and you'd have to say Rodrigo. I understand some people don't rate Gordon. I rate Gordon, but I think between the two players with Liverpool, you were comparing them. The better suited to Liverpool is probably Rodrigo because he's used to playing a low block. I think Anthony Gordon needs the space, doesn't he? He likes to use the pace in behind, ball off the top type of thing. Liverpool don't get space. Even more so this year, because of how much Liverpool ran away with the league, you're going to have more people sitting in. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be more difficult breaking teams down. These are the type of players you need. The weight. Rodrigo would be ideal for that. You know, we've spoken about it privately. Rick, a question from Raza here. Can you see Chiesa also leaving? Because obviously, with the talk about staying behind, you know, sorry, I'm getting caught up with this fucking backward name in the fucking comments. Sorry, lads.
Who is it? Who's he on about?
Backward is a winger from Strasbourg.
Shab knows more than us, lad.
You'll say Barcode. I'm like, what are you
sends a compilation of them, whatever they're called.
Rick, Chiesa.
Yeah, he's gone, mate. Like, there's not. He's 100% gone. Listen, McAllister's not fit, and he's just come back from injury, and he's gone on tour. Yeah. Chiesa scored the 5th winning goal against Sunderland yesterday. Stoke yesterday. And they made the plane. So fucking he ain't injured, man. Like, he can't be injured. He ain't played enough football to be injured.
It's unfortunate, isn't it? It's unfortunate. Yeah,
because the song's the best song we've got at the club. And now we've got to give it to someone else. We've got to figure out who we can give it to. But yeah, he's gone, man. He's going back to Italy. He wants to play World Cup next summer. So I think, 100. I think we'll get 20 mil for him. He ain't going for.
Do you think?
He ain't going for less than what we paid for.
I've seen people saying 10 million's enough for him. I'm like, no. Yeah.
We paid more.
I'd agree, you know, lads.
10 million quid, lads.
Lad, that's a lot. That's a loss.
He's fucking played half an hour of footy.
10 million quid.
10 million on him.
He scored at Wembley, lad. That's an extra 5.
Yeah, it is, against Newcastle as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all right, okay.
10 million. What are you going to buy for 10 million?
Yeah, but that's cheeky.
Linda probably has John spending 10
million.
million fucking all the time on it.
Ask him for 20
I mean?
million. Cheeky, I reckon. That is cheeky, I reckon.
But you think of the player he's been over his career.
Not
I
for
still
us.
think
Not for us.
but he's not had the chance, has he, really?
Do you not see that Plymouth away performance this season? It's unbelievable, wasn't it?
It was sometimes where he was trying to control the ball. It was like
I agree with this. I agree with what Jack said. He's the poster boy for Italy. Keep him for another year. If no one, it's 20. I massively agree to that. What are you? You got to remember, Liverpool can't just keep buying fucking players. I would rather him stay, personally. You know, another one here, Steve Walk, saying he's well worth 20 mil, lads, as long as it's 100%. I massively agree. For anything less than 20, I'd be saying you fucking stay and put, lads. I think the problem is that it's probably him. I think it's him that wants to move.
It's the World Cup year. If it weren't a World Cup year, he'd stay. I think he'd be happy to stay. He loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's not that he don't like being here. He wants minutes, and like I said, Salah does not get rested. Salah don't like get rested. Salah wants to play every second, every minute.
But now though, Rick, he's had his contract, so the manager's got a bit more of a pull on it.
He's probably got
I'd keep him just to be the number 9 now, just to back up. That's what I'd. Yeah, he's just not getting a game right wing because Salah doesn't fucking get injured. But Chiesa back up, I'll be happy with it. He's not worth 20 million though.
This was a name. Akalush was another name we were linked with earlier.
Is that the Monaco kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to call on it. I think personally, I if I'm being honest, I don't think Isak will come this year myself. Sorry, you can't say fuck all that. There's no planes flying over this time. Do you know what I mean?
No, there was. I muted it.
All right. No, but look, I think it's Liverpool won him, but it's looking highly unlikely at the minute unless something drastic changes. You can never say never in football. I think along the lines of they're going to go more with a proper wide man. You know, they've got to have plans in place for Salah not being there. You know, we've got the biggest target on our back this year, so Arsenal are going to start coming with heat this year, aren't they? You know, because I expect them to be better this year with what they're signing and what the plans are. Gyökeres and Eze, they're going to win more games, Adam, aren't they, this year? So Liverpool, I know what you're saying, but they haven't sold, have they? Still,
I still think City's the one for me.
Maybe, but what I'm saying is one or them are going to be the one who's, they're going to win a lot more games to pair at them this year. Yeah. So we've got to be equipped. Here he is, the man of the hour. Luke is in the house. He is the mod. Luke, it's been sorted for you, lad. You're the boss, lad. We work for you, lad. But look, 45 in the chat. Smash the like and subscribe. Here's a question here. Owen saying, who do you lads think our 6 forwards will be? We only have 3 with Keys and Nunes, Diaz all off. And Goa can be the 6th choice. Rick, who would you see? If you have your way and be realistic, who would your 6 be? And I mean realistic, Rick, not fucking.
So we'll go Ekitike, Salah, Gakpo, Rio, Chiesa.
You just said he was going.
Yeah, but you're asking me my 6. I'd keep Chiesa.
Yeah, realistically,
25 million or something for him.
All right, so if I'm going my realistic 6, then I'm going Ekitike, Gakpo, Rodrigo, Salah, Isak, and Rio.
Adam, do you want to go before me?
Okay. Yeah, Salah, Ekitike, Gakpo, Rodrigo, Rio, and Isak. Nah, I don't. I think Chiesa's staying.
I think just off the basis of what's going on.
I think he's injured. I think he's genuinely injured. I do. I genuinely do think he's injured.
Got injured celebrating a goal yesterday.
He might just have a little tight little hamstring. Wants a little week off. And that's it.
I think if I was going to put money on it, I think Ekitike will go. He'll be one of the 6. Sorry, Salah will be one of the 6. Gakpo, I think Rio will be included. I think it'll be Rodrigo. If I was going to put money on it, I think it's more likely Rodrigo than Isak currently. Obviously, anything can change. But I have a feeling that Liverpool aren't going to be as forceful getting Núñez out the door at the minute. And I'm not saying this for people to be pissed off. But I personally, if Liverpool are getting offered 40 million, I wouldn't fucking sell him for that myself.
So do you think we pay another 5 mil for him then?
For it, well,
yeah, we could have got add-ons.
They're already losing money, Rick. Do you know what I mean? You know.
The only thing is with Núñez, keeping him another year, his price will go down. That's the only thing.
It's already on its arse, Adam. It can't go less than 40 million, can it?
No, it can now. It can now because we're struggling to get it now. If we're going this summer, it's going to go down, isn't it?
Well, I think, until Liverpool get the money, that could be one that rides till the end.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be giving them away cheap, not with some of the figures getting banded about. That's just my take on it. I still think he's much better than.
I won't be against it.
I'm not as big as fan, but I also would be giving him away for cheap. Yeah. But ultimately, it looks like he will go. That's just a name in the brackets for me. But as it stands, I think probably Liverpool go with 5.
Even if we lose, even if we lose Salah to AFCON, you've got Wirtz and Szoboszlai that can play further forward.
This is it. This is what you've got to factor in. Frimpong can play high up the pitch. Szoboszlai can, fucking Wirtz can. So it's not like the short on numbers, but there's a good 5 still there. Do you know what I mean? Look, it's going to remain to be seen what happens.
We only played 5 last year, Ben. Really?
Diaz didn't even play, did he?
We didn't play, did he? So we did play with 5 last year.
Yeah, someone's saying, think Rio, you say McConnell and Dan's going out on loan. Yeah, I agree. It's interesting that we were talking about it more, Rick, before in our group. Strange that Dan's didn't get included on the tour, isn't it?
In my honest opinion, I think he goes on loan with an option to buy.
I think I agree.
That injury's killed his Liverpool's career. Like we see him under Jurgen Klopp. We come on, played a few cup performances, scored some goals, nice goals, like the chip over the goalkeeper against Southampton, was it?
Yeah. The final.
Yeah. That injury's killed him, and I think Ekitike coming in, potentially another striker coming in or a slash winger. His minutes going to be very numbered. Yep, there we go. He's numbered.
Another one in the fucking Isak camp.
His minutes going to be numbered. I think there'd be potential for him to go on loan this season, and I think they'd be looking for him to have a good loan season and then sell him next summer.
Oh, a few good comments coming through here. Here's one for you, Adam. Obviously, Rodgers we've just spoke of, but Openda is a name on the left.
Yeah,
what do you think? The Leipzig player.
Yeah, I like Openda, to be honest. Yeah, he's a good player. Good player from Leipzig. Does he play more as number 9 now behind Sesko? He played more of a 2, don't he?
Off the side, didn't he?
Yeah, because he scored quite a few goals the season before, wasn't it?
Fucking hell, the goal he scored against us, that was ruled out, mate. He nearly ripped the fucking net off.
Yeah, this last season didn't have the best of seasons, but I don't think Leipzig did he, to be fair.
Yeah.
He's maybe one to keep an eye on, definitely. I don't think Rodgers, I've said it before, I just think he's Szoboszlai, mate. He's just an English Szoboszlai. He doesn't know where he wants to play.
Yeah,
he's a good player, though. He's a good player.
Oh, he is. He's a top player. Top player. I remember. I think it was it Ornstein who linked him to us earlier on?
Yeah.
So you can never rule it out. I think the word signing stopped a few of them type of players coming into the club. Because we didn't really have that type of player, did we? Szoboszlai was there. He's getting moved around now. I don't think there's a position for a Morgan Rodgers or an Eze now. Andy and who comes on the pod's a massive fan of Eze. Look, if Liverpool aren't giving Luis Diaz a deal, they're certainly not giving him one, aren't they?
Yeah, I think we play wingers, don't we? We play more wingers than these.
I've just seen that Juve want to take Núñez on loan. with a buy obligation under certain conditions.
What's the certain conditions? He doesn't put 20 balls on the fucking roof.
That could happen, though, because if you just want to get him off the books or whatever, you might have to do that and to have a good season somewhere else to get the money for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Liverpool would loan him out. What's the fucking point? They want to recoup some money for obviously a potential another big signing. Because whatever they do, look, if we're talking a winger or a forward, it's going to cost some serious dough, innit?
I do think if they do loan him out with an obligation to buy, that's guaranteed money there, so they can go spend that money.
Yeah. Look, there's 47 in the chat. If you haven't already, smash the like and subscribe. It does help the channel. If you've got any questions, quick, just before we wrap up, let us know. Going to go with you first, Rick. Who is your midfield look and attack in the first game? Go on, do both. I'll come to you.
McAllister and Szoboszlai as the two. The front three with Wirtz in front of them, and then it will be Gakpo, Ekitike, and Salah.
Adam, any difference?
Yeah, I'd replace Szoboszlai with Jones. That's what happened. Jones are playing the 6.
So go on, say your team.
Well, Jones, McAllister, Wirtz, Salah, Ekitike, and Gakpo. That'd be the first.
I'd agree with that. Let's see what other questions we've got. Someone said Ed Rubis, Sesko to United, probably done. I don't know where they're getting the money from. Fucking hell.
No. That's where Newcastle, I reckon that's where Newcastle will be in for him.
I could see that. Definitely could see it. I think if Eddie Howe was going to buy a forward, he'd like a younger forward as well.
Yeah. I think the club would, just for a sell-on fee in the future.
Yeah.
That's what for Ekitike.
Someone keeps saying, just say his name, Bella. Lad, I keep getting drawn back into it, lad. My head's fucking fried about him. Yeah, as we know, Luke Gravenberch suspended for one game. Someone's saying I can't see slots using Tom opening game personally. Yeah, you never know. Yeah. Someone's saying Alisson, Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Salah, Wirtz, Gakpo, Ekitike. That's a top. That's a great team, that is a very, very good team. But look, Reds, actually, before we go, Mark Gay.
I was about to say that one on the centre half.
Yeah. Mark Gay. Where are we at?
I'm starting to think it's not going to happen. I'm genuinely starting to think it's not going to happen. I think it's gone on for a bit too long, and they maybe are asking for maybe too much money, and we don't want to go to maybe the 45, 50 mark. And we go for a younger centre half, like maybe that Italian fella we got linked with, maybe even that Hato from Ajax. I know people don't rate him or whatever, but I think we're gonna go for a young centre half, between 18 and 22. I reckon.
That was what Ben Jacobs was saying, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did actually say that. Yeah, and I just started to grow. It's just starting to. I don't know. There's no talks. Is there even not at all? And they've seen Tottenham were in for them now as well, aren't they? Supposedly.
That could be what Liverpool need, though. Adam, a push. I still think we'll buy him personally.
But is he guaranteed first team at Spurs for the World Cup year?
But they're shit, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Not as good as us, but no one is.
Lads, you play for Liverpool, you're automatically sound for your fucking international. Spurs, mate.
Actually, a good shout, yeah. Good shout.
Yeah, they're fucking garbage, aren't they? Let's be honest.
What do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
I think we'll get him. I do think we'll get him. I think Liverpool value him at about 35 plus 5 add-ons, about 40 mil. They're sat at like 45, 50. I think the best thing that's happened is we've obviously waited a little bit with regards to the centre half. And I think that'll make Palace sweat. I think Mark Gay, as much as you're not going to hear him not say he won't stay. Let's make no mistake about it. He would do that. But that's him creating a bit of pressure. I think we'll get him. It wouldn't surprise me if in the next 2 weeks you see some big movements on Mark Gay. I think he'll be the one. And plus the homegrown status is a big thing as well for the club, isn't it? You've got to remember that. So I think he'll be the one that comes in. And I think people will be really surprised of how good he actually is. I think he'll be a serious signing for the club. I really do.
The only other centre halves that you'd have, though, instead, if it doesn't happen, because it's at this point, it doesn't look likely, does it? Is there any others that you can think top of your head who you'd have, though?
Zabani at Bournemouth's good, but I think he'd cost too much, and I don't think Liverpool would go that high right now. I think why they like Gay is because I think they're getting a good deal. If they get him for 40 mil, in and around that figure. He was banded about 60, 70 million, weren't he, at one point? Newcastle. What did Newcastle bid for him, Rick? I'm sure you spoke about it.
Wasn't it 80 mil? Close to 80 mil, I think they bid.
Yeah, well, there you go. 80 mil. So, regardless if he's got 1 year left, he's a top player. Do you know what I mean? He's a serious talent. He's a leader. Konate may be the best one-on-one defender, but Mark Gay's probably a better leader than Konate, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Someone else saying there's Zabani's fucking boss. I agree, lads. I agree with Steve. I think Liverpool have played the waiting game. And they've had a lot going on with, obviously, the fucking Jota situation. But there's the soul and, purchasing Ekitike and what have you. So that time has probably been a benefit to Liverpool, but we'll see. There's not been many names linked to it. Can you think of any others? I know Hato was one Adam mentioned, but other than that, really, nothing else.
Nah, just the Italian kid, but he won't be for now, would he? He'd be long term.
See that Lois Bade as well.
Yeah, but I don't think we get Guy.
What do you think we do, Rick?
I think they'll try and look for him as a free next summer.
Sign Isak and play him at the back.
That's it. Nah, I think Guy potentially next summer on a free. I think there's options there. You've got Konate, Van Dijk, Gomez, and I think they'd look to use Endo and Gravenberch as potentially emergency options at centre half.
I was going to ask this, do you reckon about Robertson playing centre half that he went there in the friendly?
I
don't agree with it, but he did play there in the friendly.
They have done it.
Yeah.
Didn't he play there against who was it in Europe?
It was when we fucking rested everyone, wasn't it?
PSV, wasn't it? When it PSV when he got fucking turned inside out with Kwanzaa. Is it Bakayoko or Bakayoko?
Yeah, Bakayoko.
Yeah. Sent Robertson to the fucking for a Liverpool Echo met.
Yeah, no, I think we'll get Guy. Matt's saying here, Lewis Steele saying club 165, 70 million. For Nunes, only one nation paying that. He will get that money off them, but that's one that could run. It's just gone really quiet since the Napoli thing. Look,
I think it's gone quiet everywhere, Ben. Though, even Tsimikas doesn't even get linked away. There's not many getting linked away.
Who wants him though? Let's be realistic.
I know, but fuck him off, don't we? Though,
honestly,
that's a good name there. Jack's put in Inacio. A few teams wanted him last summer, but no one seems to want him now.
Something obviously preventing him from getting a move, isn't it? Because he's been banded around with Liverpool and Man United for fucking years.
Yeah.
But look, we'll wrap it up anyway. As Luke's saying, cheers, lad. Great show as always, lads. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Sorry, he's the boss. Look, if you haven't already, just hit the like, subscribe. It does help the channel. If you've got any questions for us, do let us know and we'll go through it on the next show. But yeah, big day tomorrow. Medical for Hugo Ekitike and Reds. It's another one in the bag. It looks, if we're lucky, the medical and the media will be completed tomorrow because he's due to fly in early morning apparently. May see him on Saturday against AC Milan. That would make the game interesting.
I hope so.
There should be, lads, because he should be flying on Wednesday and they get him a day or so with the team beforehand. And if that's the case, we may see him, and I think that'll be fucking great. The sooner he's there, the better, because he obviously needs to bed in. And I think it's a sign that people do need to be a bit patient with. You probably will need a little bit of time to get in, but a few goals in pre-season, that'll do him the benefit of the world. So, look,
he's going in my fancy footy team.
The pressure started. There we go. Fucked it all up. But anyway, Reds, if you haven't already, smash the like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Up the fucking Reds.